Take hold of your emotions. Why? Hi, I'm Earl Wu. Join me for a talk where the early birds catch the early talks. This is Early Talks. When it comes to our emotions, most especially the toxic ones, anger, hatred, bitterness, anxiety, and fear, we must take hold of them. But if there's an emotion that can make us lose our control, an emotion that we all need to keep watch, it's anger. Because for me, anger can cause you to feel other negative emotions. Well, it's normal to feel angry. We can express that when we encounter a frustrating person or situation, but too much of it is bad enough. I've experienced that, and being angry too much is deadly. For a few reasons. One, anger damages the heart. The more intense or prolonged the anger, the worse the adverse effects the heart will experience. It can increase the risk of a heart attack or stroke. In one of his talks about anger, psychologist and author Jordan Peterson described how it is like. Let's listen to a snippet of his talk.
It's like you're driving a car, you're stepping on the gas and pushing on the brake at the same time, because anger tells you to run away and to attack at the same time, because you don't know what's going to happen. And so it really amps up the physiological demand on your body. And so if including your heart and your musculature. So if you stay like that for like 10 years, you're going to age 20 years. And that's a bad plan.
Every part of the body is affected when anger strikes. In connection to that, anger damages the face. Author Roald Dahl, known for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, wrote in his novel The Twits, saying, "If a person has ugly thoughts, it begins to show on the face. And when that person has ugly thoughts every day, every week, every year, the face gets uglier and uglier until you can hardly bear to look at it. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, it will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely." You can see here that allowing ourselves to entertain anger or any negative thoughts intoxicates us. It's like we're shortening our lives by adding something that toxifies and kills us. So, how do we avoid this? The only way is to rule over it. You must rule over it. And what happens if our anger is not ruled over? You can lose your relationships, your friends, your family, your job, even the bright opportunities you can get from it, and even your peace. I experienced losing these as a result of tending to my deadly anger. Because of this, I was told that I was emotionally spoiled. I refused to believe at first. I reasoned that I was just defending myself. But it took me time to realize that I've been expressing my anger in a hot-tempered way, even to the point of lashing out. So I needed to get to the bottom of it. And it took me to the root cause, which is my past traumas, my experiences when I felt disrespect and treated unjustly. Whenever I hear words or see actions similar to that, they trigger me. And I found myself suppressing and even repressing my anger. Those were the manifestations of my mismanaged anger. So I had to learn to leave whatever happened in the past because it's already done. You can't do anything about it. I needed to focus on the present. But my problem was those that happened in the past have some manifestations in the present. So I had to accept the fact that life is an exercise of regulating emotions. Anything can come to you that can cause your anger, but it's your job to regulate it. You owe that to yourself. To manage my anger, I will always have to learn to think before you speak. I don't want to say things that are damaging, hurtful, and will be recalled from time to time anymore in the heat of the moment. I will also have to learn to listen to the other party without any judgment. I have to understand what they are trying to tell me without becoming defensive. And when I want to express how I feel, instead of saying, for example, "You don't understand me," I should say, "I feel that you aren't understanding me." The first statement sounds like accusing, but the second statement shows your vulnerability. At least you're expressing yourself and not offending anyone. I statements like that should show your feelings, not facts. Because you can be wrong. Allow the other party to express his or her point and come to a common ground. This is tough for me due to several authoritarian experiences I had, but I have to make this a habit to save myself from any destruction I could do. And I will also have to learn to get help. Get help whenever I face a situation that can trigger my anger. Family, close friends, or even therapy. Anything that can help you be in the control of your emotions. There are also other ways to manage anger. You can practice meditation and other relaxation techniques to better handle it in the long run. If you need a strategy to fight the negative effects of anger in the moment, there's high intensity exercises like burpees, jumping jacks, or pull ups. The important thing is you should master your emotions. How you master your emotions directs how your life will be. I'll end with a quote by teacher Watchman Nee. The most intimate of all our environments is our emotional being. If you are able to conquer your emotions, you will be victorious over other environments too. Whoever cannot overcome environment has not overcome emotion. He who conquers environment has first conquered his own feelings. So, how emotional are you? What triggers your negative emotions? What will you do to keep yourself emotionally healthy? Thanks for joining me. Until next time, I'm Earl Uy, and this is Early Talks.